Welcome to the Wilson Center Middle East Program's interview series with artists from the Middle East and North Africa region. My name is Brooke Sherman, and today I'm joined by Houari Bouchenak, a photographer and curator from Algeria. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation.
I'd like to start by learning more about your career as a photographer. So what path led you into the industry, and what is the focus of your work?
And the first time I started in photography when I was like 10 years. And I started to take a photography about my family and my friends. And after that, I integrate like association, literary association in Tlemcen in Algeria, in west of Algeria. And the name of association is La Grande Maison. And with this association, we work to make sense and to make links between literature and the text from Algerian writer. His name is Mohammed Dib, and to making a relation between the different books and different texts from this writer, and also how to make sense with a different form of art. And I started to make like a narrative narrative way with photography, and to have like research between this relation between text and photography. And I work essentially about different topics about women and about environment of women and social issues also. But I like also the graphic things. And after that, I started working with the association since. And in 2015, I co-founded a collective with other photographers, Algerian photographers, and the name of collective is 220. And we decided just to make like to start to make like a memory, a visual memory of Algeria and different issues.
What very specifically are your subjects and the themes that you cover in your work?
It depends the moment. It depends the sensitivity. It depends the situations. It depends the context. Because I think it's really the magic things of women, because we don't have like similar things every time and every day, and we share every day every time. And we have just to adapt ourselves to different contexts and different situation. It's worth that when I speak about my work and about my photography, I say it's about women and environment, because it's really that, women and environment. But after is depend. I have in the moment when I work, like I have worked when the topic was like memory, about this relation about memory, the relation about identity, also the relation about just daily life from for example, for two women in Algeria. But it's very, very important just to take this moment in photography, and to take it that, just to take it, it's that if you take that moment right now, you're making like memory for the future. Also, it's an essential part. It's like creates like possibility to a person just to thinking about what and why I take this way, why I choose this frame, or why they choose this subject or this moment or this context. And if I can make or start the awareness or consciousness part, it's perfect.
One of the major focuses of the series is to explore the ways that art and all in its various forms can stimulate public debate about certain social issues and trends. So you had just mentioned that one of your focuses is women. So does this theme resonate with you? You know, what are kind of the main, I suppose, issue areas that you try to cover or invoke in your work?
With the collective and also in my work in photography, I try just to focus my work in to make like a vision of a different situation. Like we have a different situation when we look the situation of a daily situation, and for me it's very important just to make a lot photography, a lot image from different topic, different issues uh, from Algerian societies, because we don't have like visual memory, and we don't have a lot of photography uh, of Algeria and of Algerian people also. And just this, for me, it's very, very important to leave like trust.
And what have you learned about Algeria and its people and society over your career as a photographer? What are your main kind of takeaways, if you will?
It's depend the photographer. It's depend uh, different subjects are for example, we try to work about identity, Algerian identity. Uh, we're working also about the relation between between memory and between the present, the relation between past and between present. For us, it's very, very important to have this link. There are like Soufiane Shamsham. It's a photographer from with us in the collective. His work is focused in teenager, Algerian teenager. There are different parts, different parts, different subjects about photography, and we try just to uh, to share this work in social media, and also with the people in different exhibition or different action in workshop or others.
And how do people have respond to your work, both in the local community and also across the MENA region? You know, what is their relationship with the work and the images that you're portraying?
I think people they try just to understand how we do, and for us it's also like a manner to have like to import like a consciousness, like awareness for people, and the people are very, very open to see different vision of different Algerian people, because we are Algerian the first time, and after we have just tried to make like frame in a different situation of Algeria or social part of Algeria.
So I'd love to learn a little bit more about the work at Collective 220, the group that you had mentioned. So what do you think the importance is of having a kind of collaborative space for photographers in Algeria? You know, what has been the benefit of grouping, you know, your skills and your resources under the theme of collective memory?
I think we are the first collective photographer collective in Algeria, and for Algerian people it's very, very difficult to work together, and for artists Algerian artists, it's also difficult to work together. I don't know why. um, but we decided to create this collective because we have to in 2015 there are not space to exhibit our work, or there are not very good condition to just to show our work also, or just to be to be with contact with the public also. And the collectivity was right now it's like a very strong part of artistic universe in Algeria, because they with the collective we have possibility to show different images and different photography from Algeria, from Algerian people, but also artistic part also. Uh, we have this, and with our work we try also to make like archive also, and also we have to create like a part of memory, and this part is very important. When we start to be in a collective, we started also to learning together, because different photographer in member from collective, they not take courses, or they not they start photography like autodidact, and uh, and uh, and we're trying to learning together, just to working and to be in contact with different professional person in the world also. And we have possibility to make visibility also from photography in world, and this part is very important also.
What can the government do, or even the private sector? What can they do to better support artists and photographers in Algeria?
It's depend the period. It's very depend the period. It's depend the period. It's depend the person who are ahead in the ministry, or the different public institution also. And because there are like instability over time, and the person change, the situation change also every time. And it's for that we create also collective, just to have like a possibility to have our space and our just to be independent. Right now we have possibility to have a space to show works, but we have to mark lot of energy to have possibility to exhibit the work in Algerian for sure. And it's very difficult after to have like financial help, because there are this instability also in government.
On the access to finance piece of it, is there anything that the private sector could do to better support your initiative? So for example, partnering with a company in Algeria, or even in the Middle East region or internationally, that could better support your work? Or does it really come down to the barriers that come from the government level?
It's very difficult to have like collaboration with a private person or private institution also, because in Algeria, photography it's not considered like art, but when we start to speaking about photography, we see journalist photographer or photographer for marriage or different things, so different events. But art photography, we start to it's for that also within. If we can talk about that, we can. It's if we see this like a mission of collective is to also to create space, also to educate person, just to not educate, but that's exchange, just to show that like there are also possibility to to have another side, another manner to take photography or to just to see photography, and just to have this consciousness also part of it's a like a photography. It's like language. It's not like it's not just take a photography and show them in the newspaper or in social media. And it's for that it's very difficult to have collaboration with the private institution, and there are not a lot of help and a lot of collaboration with artists and private person, private institution also, because we don't have this culture also.
Right, that is one of the things that several of our past interviewees have said, that the art industry is somewhat underdeveloped in the Middle East region, and a fallout or consequence of that is there's not a lot of collaboration between artists, and it does take very individual efforts to educate yourself and to get your work out there, which is, I think, what's so unique about your organization, Collective 220, because it does kind of move forward, and it does try to develop a community for artists. So since you started, how do you measure your success? Have you been successful in educating the public, in involving more artists, and creating an awareness in Algeria about the importance of photography and collective memory?
Because it's very difficult. It's not easier also to be in to have like space to sharing also what we can do. For that we have the possibility to have a space, and also to have like financial parts also to be active and to be we try to with our energy and our time and what we have to make different space to sharing with with workshop and with meetings. And also we have like Yusuf Karash is a member also from Collective, and he creates like a book edition, and this part also is very important, just to make sense with what we do also. And it's an edition for publication of photography books, and we try also to have different center version in the school, and to be in contact with the children also, and different parts of public also, in different parts of Algeria, because there are this also because Algeria is very big country also. We have this possibility to share work with the social media and with the internet, but after it's sometimes difficult to be with people, and for us it's very important to be with person and to meet person, just to be exchange, to be together, to be exchange sensitive part.
speak a little bit more about your work with youth in Algeria? So do you go to schools and train them or give workshops on photography? What does that work look like and how did it come about?
When we have possibility to be in a school, we go to school to meet youth and children. And after we can create collaboration with association also. And with La Grande Maison, I try also to have like a workshop with a group, and we try to work in for one topic in like 6 or 8 months, and we're working about. We see we have like 20% to see aesthetic part, but 80% for the work it's for reflection. And for us, also with the collective, this part is very, very important to just to because if we take photography like language, we have to educate also our eyes also, and the manner how we can see different things, and how we can and also our to educate person about the responsibility about photographer to transmit also photography different vision, and this part also is very, very important to just to not to calculate, but to be honest.
And are there any projects that you're working on right now?
Now I have like a project when I have to making links between two person. The first one is of a two person. First one is Mohammed Dib, the writer, and the second one is Walter Benjamin.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciated this discussion and learning more about the industry in Algeria for photographers and the very important work that you're doing to create a shared space for not only photographers, but also other artists and the audience at large in Algeria. So thank you so much for your time.